Hey, Shalom, I give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to you sincere Akim out there pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. All right, and I just wanted to jump in on this particular article / subject because the people who rule this world, yes, is the left-hand priest. All right, we know that it talks about the altar, this place being that altar which is going to be burned up. And at this particular altar, basically this place is about to be burned. All right, the goats, because you could burn, you could do sheep or you could do goats. The goats are about to be burned. The Lord said, I'm about to separate the sheep from the goats. All right, now this particular ritual that they're doing is going on in the desert right now. I just wanted to touch upon this because, you know, we specify things and we qualify things when we say things. Yeah, Esau's a left-hand priest, aka a witch, aka a soothsayer, a serpent. It says how burning with serpent from Genesis, that goes back to soothsayer, snake. All right, it says a sorcerer. It says how burning man, which the sorcery comes from the things that they say. All right, the sorcery comes from the things that they say, the deception. That's why they call it the devil, the deceiver. It says how burning man has inspired Silicon Valley innovations over the years. The annual festival has for decades been a hotbed of tech innovation. Right now, this is what they're doing over in the desert. Silicon Valley has long had close ties to the annual Burning Man Festival. Yeah, a lot of the innovators and the big bosses, they go out here and they participate in this festival. Right, and you got a bunch of drunk, high Edomites in the desert. Which I'm pretty sure Jake probably is in the mix too. But when I watch these, I see a bunch of Edomites, and then they do these type of things to stir up demons, for them to come up with these different innovations. And you know, the demons, which a demon is just spiritual intelligence, right? You have those left-handed spirits which give them certain understanding on how to do certain things. You know, the hot point. The big one coming up next being, you know, Revelation 13, right? That M-A-R-K. I'm gonna just read through this article. I got a little video clip, and I'm gonna close it out. And I might, you know, through the year, now that you know the brothers have hit this topic, I might just try to highlight all of these different little festivals, and you know, because this place is Rome 2.0, just like Rome had their festivals, you know, full of, you know, rioting and getting drunk, and, you know, these Edomites are getting drunk and high and full of demons and having orgies and all kind of shit. Well, they're still doing the same thing now. It says the Burning Man, the annual festival held in Nevada's Black Rock Desert, has long been a meeting ground for revelers. Yeah, revelry. There's a lot of revelry going on. Let's look up that word, revelry. Okay, here we go. 1 Peter 4:3. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles when we walked in lasciviousness. Yeah, we wrought the will of the Gentiles. We were Gentiles. And the scriptures keeps confirming that over and over again. We were counted as Gentiles, even though we're Israelites. It says when we walked in lasciviousness, lusts. Yeah, this is out here. It's real nasty, man. This hookup culture and it's a lot of diseases right now on the streets, man. It's a lot of smelly box right now on the streets because these women they're just throwing it at every guy with a 6-pack. You know, they're looking for the 666 guy. All right, but it says, in fact, let's break some of these words down too. Lasciviousness. No, that means excess. Yeah, unbridled lust, excess, outrageousness, shamelessness. Oof. Yeah, right now it's shameless out here. Shameless women, shameless dudes. All right, lust, we know what lusts are. Of course, you know, desire, craving, desire for what is forbidden. Yeah, got a lot of men craving for other men's wives, and it's weird out here, man. Got a lot of men who allow another man to be with their wife, and they want to record, and it's strange out here, man. Lust, excess of wine, of course, being drunken, of course they're gonna do that. Revelings, all right, that's what I wanted. Reveling, a revel, carousel, a nocturnal and riotous procession of half-drunken and frolicsome fellows who after supper parade through the streets with torches and music in honor of Bacchus or some other deity, and sing and play before houses of male and female friends. Hence used generally of feasts and drinking parties that are protracted till late at night and indulge in revelry. All right? Revelry, that's what this is. Banquetings and abominable idolatries. And basically, what they do is they go to the desert, they put these structures up. You know, they pay some money to get in. You know, it's like a little private area they go to. I'm going to just jump to the main point, though. It says, a lesson tech presence at Burning Man would mark a significant change for the festival, which started in San Francisco in 1986. And we know what that's about. Before moving to Nevada in the 1990s, and has impacted a slew of major tech decisions over the years. A festival? Yep. It says the congregation of Silicon Valley's elite inevitably translates to opportunities for networking and business brainstorming. Yeah, they're going here to brainstorm. Tech titans like Elon Musk and Larry Page are regulars, while Meta's Mark Zuckerberg helicoptered into the event in 2012 to give out grilled cheese sandwiches. Even Amazon's Jeff Bezos reportedly made an appearance at the festival back in 1999. Here's a look at some of the most pertinent ideas across tech that can trace their origins back to the annual event. Google Doodle. It says two of the most prominent Silicon Valley burners are undoubtedly Google co-founders Sergey Brin and Larry Page. So this is all the big names. The duo have long been regulars at the festival and not afraid to combine their passion for Burning Man with Google's corporate culture. The company used to fill its headquarters with imagery from the desert and has previously sent free shuttle buses to the annual event. I'm gonna get right to the point, though. It says the festival also ended up landing Eric Schmidt the role of Google CDO in 2001. As Brin and Page looked through a list of potential leaders for their company, they were reportedly struck by the fact that Schmidt was the sole candidate. So he was the only one who showed up to the festival, who had attended Burning Man. We thought that was an important criteria. It says Elon Musk, the wealthiest man in the world, he might be one of them, with a net worth of $243 billion, has braved the Nevada desert, blah, blah, blah. So you get the point. It's a festival, and they're reveling at the festival. And just to show you what goes on. Now, this is light. Of course, they're not going to show you everything, you know what I'm saying? They're going to give you just a brief little synopsis, whatever.
Experiences and the sense of togetherness that turned Burning Man into a vibrant celebration of human connection and creativity.
Blah, blah.
The temple. Every year, Burning Man becomes a place of profound reflection and mourning for many attendees.
You see it's a sun on the top. Scripture talk about that. And this is Wisdom of Solomon 14:9. For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful unto the Most High. For that which what they're doing is basically idolatry, modern day idolatry. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. And the burning man that they burn at the end is like a giant wicker man, it basically represents sacrifice, which they in the ancient world they used to load it up with animals. And you can watch The Wicker Man. Don't watch the new one. Watch the old one, which they were actually doing a sacrifice for for them to have a good crop harvest or something. And they actually sacrificed, the spoiler alert, they sacrificed the guy at the end of the movie. But that's basically what you enter into when you enter into the culture of the Gentiles, right? Which when you watch Jake is deep into Gentile culture, which are the ways of death, right? He that wanders out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. And that's what they just mentioned. All right, for that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. Therefore, even upon, and this is the ultimate idol. This is going to be the ultimate idol, because you're going to be completely connected with that system, and they're going to insert that charagma in you with the grapho, the information. All right, it says, therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles, shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of the Most High they are become an abomination, and stumbling blocks to the souls of men, and a snare to the feet of the unwise. And you best believe this is about to be a great snare coming up for a lot of people. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, the invention of them, the corruption of life. And I want to jump straight to the point, because it goes into the idolatry, the image that was set up, Serapis Christus, which was later Cesare Borgia. As the image of the Messiah. Let's go straight to the point. Verse 22, moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of the Most High, but whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance, those so great plagues called they peace. For whilst they slew their children as sacrifices, or used secret ceremonies, or made revelings of strange rites, they kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another traitorously, or grieved him by adultery. So that there reigned in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, and perjury. Disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good terms, defiling of souls, changing of kind, disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanness. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. All these different are a result of idolatry, man. All these different things are a result of idolatry that you see.
It's not only accepted, but actively encouraged for people to come and pay tribute to their lost loved ones. Throughout the festival, a temporary temple is constructed as a sacred space for grief and remembrance. This temple serves as a canvas for personal expressions of loss and love. Attendees, known as burners, are invited to leave letters, mementos, or other tokens in the temple to honor those who have passed away. Draws to a close. This act of sharing and memorializing is a deeply meaningful tradition that connects individuals through their shared experiences of loss. As the festival draws to a close, the temple is ceremoniously burned down in a powerful and cathartic ritual. Some burners even bring the ashes of their loved ones to scatter as the temple is set ablaze.
Madness, man. Now I'm gonna jump back. I'm gonna jump back to the beginning, because they burn a lot of stuff.
Where people come together to create and share their unique visions. The grand finale of the event is pretty.
Yeah, they burn this person. It's a simulation of a sacrifice.
Unforgettable. It features the burning of a giant wooden effigy known as the Man.
Yeah. You notice how they try to clip that real quick? You can go back, you can look it up for yourself, but it's a person. Right? It represents, all this is a representation of idolatry. And what I just read out of Wisdom of Solomon 14 is basically a script for, San Francisco and the different culture that has come out of that. Right? and you know the all the look at all the diseases and all the stuff that came out of that too. You know, I believe HIV/AIDS was big out of that. That was a hot spot, and we know why. Changing of kind. Men with men working that which is unseemly. Women with women.
This dramatic and symbolic blaze takes place on the second to last night, which is the Saturday evening just before Labor Day. Since 1991, the party's been hosted in Black Rock City, a temporary settlement in northwestern Nevada. This makeshift city springs up in the Black Rock Desert, about 100 miles northeast of Reno. According to Larry Harvey, one of the original founders, the event revolves around 10 core principles. These are radical inclusion, gifting, about 100 miles northeast of Reno. According to Larry Harvey, one of the original founders, the event revolves around 10 core principles. These
I didn't catch that the first time. There's a pyramid, all-seeing eye on the top. You get it. Why would you have to go to this event with some drunk high Edomites in the desert doing God knows what, with all this different symbolic stuff and burning statues that look like people and all this weirdo stuff? Why would you need to go to that to be considered for a CEO position or some type of higher ranking position in Silicon Valley? Esau is part of they have a left-hand priesthood set up. That's why you get a lot of these scriptures, Isaiah 29:15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? Right, like the last video I brought out about the prophet Elijah, how basically the king of, I believe that was the king of Samaria, was it the king of Samaria or Assyria? Okay, maybe it's the king of Assyria, which was saying like, oh, how does he know? How does he know our counsel? Who is this guy? You know, that's what they say with it. You know, everything we do, we contact each other on encrypted messages. You know, we have secret, you know, places that we, you know, then we got people, you know, on watch. You got to have a certain code to get in that we, you know, they're trying to figure out like how we know about this. It's all in the scriptures. We don't need to actually physically be there to sit there and watch you. Plus, the Lord can give men different visions. Plus, there are clues and there are hints as well. You know, scriptures talk about Esau, you know, that they're being wiser than Daniel. They got a lot of hidden stuff. Like here in Chicago, they got a lot of tunnels. They got a lot of deep tunnels hidden. They can move in troops. They can move this. They can move that. You know, we already know what time it is, man. Woe unto them. Surely you're turning of things upside down, and that's what they've done. They've turned the principles of the earth upside down. That whole list I read, you know, is a result of idolatry. They turned upside down what was good to that which is bad, which is evil. Shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. It's going to be broken. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he have no understanding? All right, so the Lord created you. He created a crooked serpent that can't be made straight. We know that you're doing wickedness. We know that you're doing evil. We know that you're gonna tell on yourself eventually. And we're gonna use the scriptures to decipher you. And that's why you want to cut us off from being online. All right? And it doesn't matter how much you guys want to play with the scriptures. You guys want to try to, you know, that's what they try to do. They know they can't get us with the precepts. They can't change the actual scriptures. So they try to play with the understanding of the Bible. Oh, that doesn't mean that. That doesn't mean this. That doesn't. But those with the eye salve are going to understand. Right? The elect is not going to be deceived. It says if it were very possible, they would deceive the elect. So you have people of a secret council who wish to deceive the elect, who prescribe grievousness, you know, and then you apply more precepts there, man. They do it by law. They do it this way. They do it that way. They pollute the earth. All right, where and who is he? It's your local government hiding right in front of you. And the elect is going to be able to see it. Shalom to the elect.